Time, Peachy time.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah, celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Tune in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform to where it's a plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, they'll best believe it's gonna come with devils.
Every time I speak, I want to shiver. I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to...
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
How do you be happy and present for your other children when you're in such despair and debilitated over the loss of another?
Time, Peachy time.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah, celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Tune in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform to where it's a plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, they'll best believe it's gonna come with devils.
Every time I speak, I want to shiver. I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to...
Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Baby, I told Poolie, I said I got to start the show off by saying, if you want me, you can find me in the air. I'm on it, baby. I'm on it. Baby, when I tell you, shout out to my homegirl, my friend, Tamika. What's up, Tamika? Tamika had an adult sleepover, all women. And when I tell you it was last Saturday, we had such a great time. She turned 50 and she said, baby, I'm finna chill with it. And I want my friends to chill with me too. And that's exactly what we did. And we made hats. She provided everything. She provided the hats, all the different decorations. She does crafting. All the decorations and everything. She provided all. Even the hats, y'all. She provided all. And then me being me. We got Amanda down here, y'all. We got Amanda down here. Cortez mother. Rest in peace to Cortez. But me being me, y'all know I had to get my own hat. I had to get my own hat. Y'all like it? I purchased my own hat and I said, baby, I'm finna do it big. So Tamika, thank you so much for the items to put on my hat. I actually made 2 hats, y'all. I made 2 of them. I'll show y'all the next one whenever I wear it. But we about to have a good show tonight. I see y'all out there. I see y'all out there. Khalil. Khalil is in the building. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Khalil said, I'm here again. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Thank you so much. I love you too, Khalil. I love you too. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. We have a story for y'all tonight. I have a story for y'all tonight. Unfortunately, our counselor lady could not be in tonight. She may pop up late. I'm not sure. But if she don't, let's keep her in our prayers and everything. But y'all, we got a story tonight. We have a story, a lady by the name of Miss Amanda. Miss Amanda, she is here, the last name Thompkins. She is here to tell her son's story. What's up, Jackie? What it do, girl? She is here to tell her son's story, y'all, and it is a story that no one, after you hear it, will ever forget. Okay? And when I say will ever forget, I mean that. You're going to remember this story for a very, very, very long time. My heart goes out to Amanda. I got to put my music on, y'all. I ain't got my music on. My heart goes out to Amanda. I'm going to definitely continue to pray for her. I had no idea about this story until she told me about it. But apparently, it's a story that was well known in Saginaw, Michigan. Jalen said, "Hey, Jalen, justice for that boy." Then she said, "Look them boys up. Look them up. Look them up." So y'all all know, first and foremost, that everything is always allegedly and explicit language on Peachy Time. All the time. Ain't nothing new. Okay, so I have to make sure I say it. You guys can definitely utilize the chat. I throw up whatever I want to throw up on the chat. Just like this. Khalil said, "You are welcome." Okay? You see how easy that was? And I bring it back down. Now, if you start putting some disrespectful stuff up, I'm not going to put it up on my screen. Okay? I'm not going to do that. Because that's not what we're here for. That's number one. Number two, Miss Amanda has already let me know. She told me the story. She told me the backstory. She told me everything about Cortez. I want to say this. Not every child is not perfect. Every child out here, 15 years old, 14 years old, 16 years old, is not perfect. But at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer over here at Peachy Time that no one deserves to have their life taken away. And at the end of the day, Amanda, that was Amanda's son. No matter how imperfect he was, that was her child that she birthed. So I just want to make sure that we got that clear. Please make sure y'all share this story. This story definitely needs to get out. I'm looking for my share button. There it is right there. This story definitely needs to get out. And we need to get it out fast. So I need y'all to share. If you're not able to watch the entire show tonight, please send it to your messenger so you can watch it tomorrow in its entirety. And make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. The more y'all hit the thumbs up button, the like button, all that will get people's attention. Just like y'all do. Look, Jalen said, period. And I'm going to add poo. Period, poop. You know, the more people see this story, they see them thumbs up, them like buttons, hit all that, and that you done shared this video, baby, they gonna look. And that's what we need them to do. We need them to look. And don't worry, I handle the rest besides God. So, Amanda, well, let's start over. Y'all, Amanda, me, then God. Okay? That's how we rolling tonight. Yeah. And again, I hope y'all like my hat. And if you want to find me, you can find me in the A. I'm on it. Okay? But I love you guys so much. Again, thank you so much for joining Peachy Tea Time tonight. Y'all, please pray for Amanda. We about to go ahead and bring her up. This is emotional for her, but I know she can do this. All right? And she's doing this for her baby. All right, y'all. Let's bring her up. Here she is, Miss Amanda. Hey, Miss Amanda, I'm trying to get your hand clap going. There you go. How are you, beautiful?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for trusting me with Cortez story. We've had some conversations, long and short conversations. And I just thank you for trusting me. So we are about to go ahead and get started. You're going to see me looking down right quick because I need to text my kids and tell them to quiet down. Because I can hear them.
How that is.
You already know. And they know that they don't play when I'm on my show. And they just sound like they on vacation. You know what I'm saying? So I got to text them. But please let everybody know who you are, where you from, and also let everybody know your baby's name, baby.
My name is Amanda, and I'm originally born in Saginaw, Michigan. I moved away a while ago, but I moved back because I wanted to go to school and stuff. But my son is Cortez, and this is how his life ended tragically. It's not fair that I have to be here to tell you guys this instead of what he achieved in his life. But here we are.
Again, I want to tell you my condolences. I forgot one thing to tell you. When you see me looking off, you know, I'm looking because I'm trying to put stuff up, go to clips, that type of stuff. But I hear everything, baby. I hear everything that you're saying. Okay. Amanda, let everyone know how you found out about Peachy Tea Time. Let's start with it.
So I was on Facebook and I seen the what is it, Hearts in the Sky? What is that event you're doing? Or Paint the Sky, or what is it?
Hearts in the Sky.
I seen that. And as any other mother in my situation knows, you don't want your child to be forgotten. And so I messaged you inquiring about that. And then I found out about your podcast and your show.
Yeah. So Amanda contacted me, and it's so unfortunate, but it was late. It was too late for her to be inducted and for her son to be inducted into the Peachy Memorial Museum. But I did tell her that if I come back next year or any other year that I come back, that she would be at the top of the list. But the reason why I said that is because one thing that I mentioned to Amanda as well was, even though that she can't be a part of the museum, she can come, but her son can't be inducted at this time, that she can come onto the show. I told Amanda, and Amanda, quote me if I'm wrong. I told Amanda that to me, the show is more important than an event. The event is the bonus,
Right.
but the show where you can come on and tell your loved one's story for an hour, 2 hours, and we done been up to 3 hours, and you don't know who's watching. You see what I'm saying? I get
Right.
thousands of people to watch my show, you know. So to me, this is more important than the
Definitely.
event. But like I told you, baby, you would definitely have Cortez inducted when I come back to Peachy. I come back to Saginaw to do another museum event experience. Okay?
Thank you.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Girl, and you get a tribute video, baby. You get a tribute video when you come over here on Peachy Time. So, girl,
I
you
can't
you
wait.
you doing good. You doing good. Okay? So let's go ahead. Let's get started. Tell us about Cortez. Tell us about Cortez. You was pregnant with Cortez. Did you have any more kids before him? Was he the baby? He the oldest? Let us know.
Okay. So, he's the third child, out of 7. He has an older brother and an older sister. Thank goodness all his brothers and sisters were born before he passed, and so he got to meet all of his brothers and sisters. And he's just been a fireball since the beginning, into mischief and quiet but sneaky and loving and kind, and he would just smile at you when he knew he would be in mischief. He definitely always just wanted to have friends and fit in and just be around people. He was a people person. He just loved people. He loved to be around people. He was so smart. He was straight A student. If he would have graduated, he would have graduated with honors, I'm sure. He was just one of a kind.
And you said straight A student.
Yeah, straight A student, honor student. He was. Yeah. One of his friends that he went to school with since elementary, she graduated honors too, and she wore him across her neck when she graduated, so he could too. Yeah. He hadn't been going to school at the time of his death though, because he was out there being with those boys, being crazy, just trying to fit in.
Now, are these his friends that he grew up with?
No, so we didn't. Okay, so I lived in Saginaw when I was younger, but I moved away. And when I moved away, we moved to Bay City. And I was going to school to be an LPN, and Bay City got really expensive. And so I moved to Saginaw. And so Cortez was like 12 when we moved to Saginaw. And that's when he first met those boys. It was when he was 12. And so 12 and 13 was horrible. 12 and 13 was horrible. He turned 13 right after he met them. And then 14 was horrible. He was mostly locked up from middle of 14 to 15, in and out of the juvenile home.
Well, let's go back to 13. Let's go back to 13.
Yeah.
What was some of the things that you were seeing? Because at the same time, we are still here to help other families just as well. So
Yes.
what was some of the signs that you were seeing from the time that y'all moved back, or that you moved back? But this was Cortez's first time, correct? Coming to live in Saginaw?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was some of the things that you were seeing? Because, baby, you just said he was a straight A student. So,
So they started
what
picking on him at
what
first.
changed?
Yep, they started picking on him at first. When we first moved there, they started picking on him, trying to fight him and stuff. They were trying to take his remote controls and stuff like that. Like, they would just pick on him, mess with him. And then once they seen that wasn't going to go, because I'm not that kind of mom. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to knock on your door. Excuse me, and that's what happened. And so then they became friends. Okay. And then these boys, the one that he had met first had moved away from around the corner from us. And so it had just been the main two, which was Tarion and Angelo, that were always at my house. Now, when I'm saying at my house, I mean weeks, months. Parents don't show up, don't call, don't bring them clothes, they don't go home. They're there, okay? They're there. And at this point, I would rather them be there because my son is at home, as opposed to the alternative is not letting them be there and my son be gone like they are. Because that is what at first, so when he first started hanging out with those boys and started getting in trouble, I was put my foot down. You're not going to hang out with those boys. He started sneaking out, running away. Okay. Started sneaking out, running away. And I would call the police. I would go search for my son, make posts on Facebook, everything, searching for him. You hear me? Like, until I found him. All right. Like, I wouldn't stop. Like, I don't know how those mothers could let their boys be gone, knowing what goes on in those streets for all that time and not check. I just don't. I could never. Okay. I could never. Anyways, teach their own, but I could never. Anyways. And so when he would run away to go be with those boys, I figure, okay, I'll let him stay over here. And so that's what I would do. And I let him stay there. Well, then they started breaking into cars, okay? Stealing stuff out of folks' cars. The one lady, then they started breaking in houses. The one lady, they all knew, I'm going to give it back. I don't condone none of that. You know, don't bring none of that stuff to my house, because when they did, they found out real quick, yep, come and get this stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
So how did you find out? How did you find
So
out
the
that
one
Cortez
lady,
was doing
so
these things? No, that
so
Cortez
the
was
one
hanging
time,
out
this
with
is how I found out they were stealing the stuff. So the one time, the boy Tarion came in, they had a whole bag of shoes, like Jordans and Air Forces, and it was a girl that lived around the corner from us, and she's a known person in Saginaw. She raps and stuff or whatever, and they broke in her house and stole all her shoes and PlayStations and games and all this other stuff or whatever. And Tarion had brought the bag over to my house, and I seen the shoes, and I asked him, I said, where'd you get all that stuff from? And he said, my mom brought it for me, which I knew was a lie. I knew it was a lie. I knew it was a lie. Well, then
and this
the
is what I
girl,
was staying with you.
yep, Tarion.
Okay.
And so the girl come and knocked on my door or whatever, because I guess some people had told her that Tarion was trying to sell shoes or trying to get rid of shoes. And that's how I found out what Cortez was doing as far as breaking into the houses and stuff. This was before he had gotten arrested and in trouble or anything like that. That's how I found out. And so I let the girl come into my house and get all her stuff or whatever that was there, which by that time, Tarion and them had taken everything or whatever. Cortez was home, but Tarion and them had taken everything and left or whatever. And so then Cortez started getting locked up. They would steal cars, you know, just whatever those boys were doing, he was right there with them. Right there with them. He never got in trouble for anything violent. It was mostly just stealing cars and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so as to the extent of what all my son could have or might have done, I don't know. But I know my son wasn't innocent. But no, he did not deserve to die, especially by people he thought were his friends. Ones he trusted. He didn't even know he was in danger.
Exactly. First of all, I want to thank you for coming on here, being vulnerable, being raw, letting us know what it is and how it happened, what you know of. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you for that. I really do. Because you don't know who you helping tonight, Amanda. And not only that, you helping yourself.
Because I thought if I let them boys be in my house, I could do something. I could help. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I could help.
I mean,
but you can't help.
I see what
That's
you're
my
saying.
big. You can't help. You can't.
No, you cannot.
You can't help. You can't help.
I think when you first when you first got a whiff of what was going on, they should have been out your house. I can understand you want to help kids, so you let them in your house. I get that. But
See,
the
I did
first
put him out though,
whiff,
but then my son started running away. You see what I'm saying? Like, I did
mhm,
put him out. I did not let them come over. But then he started running. And let me just tell you, when you go to bed and your son's in that room, right, and you wake up and he ain't there, it's a horrible feeling, babe. All right? It's a horrible feeling. You don't know if your kid's okay. You don't know where they are, if they've eaten. You don't know any of that. And so, with that being said, that's the only reason why I let those boys start coming to my house.
okay, okay,
I didn't want
I get
to,
it.
but it was better than my son being out there and being gone. I felt like I didn't have a choice because I didn't want my son to. I tried to prevent my son from being killed. That's what I called myself doing. I tried so hard.
And Amanda, you did anything that any mother would do. Try to protect their son. Try to protect their daughter. People probably do it in different ways. But when it all boils down, you was trying to protect your child. You see what I'm saying?
Them
I
streets
get
are
it.
dangerous and unforgiving. I thought my son would die with them boys, not from them.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Now, for
But
y'all that just coming
I thought
in,
my son would get killed with them. Doing something with them, not from them.
y'all, if y'all just coming in, because I see a lot of people just coming in now. This is Amanda Thompkins. Her son was murdered in Saginaw, Michigan. I did not know about this story, even though I'm from Saginaw. I did not know about this story. But when she told me, my heart just broke. It just broke. So I'm finna go ahead and we're gonna get started with what happened to Cortez, because I know y'all out there waiting to hear it. But we're gonna get back into a clip. The clip messed up. So this whole time, Amanda, I'm listening to you, but I had to re-download a whole clip. And girl, and to everybody on Facebook that's watching that clip, now one of my friends called me and said, Janelle, we can't hear it. We can't hear it. Nobody called me and said that. So for everybody that's hearing my voice now, I will fix it after the show. I will fix it and repost it after the show. So here we go. I'm going to stop it and then I'm going to start the next one.
How do you be happy and present for your other children when you're in such despair and debilitated? How do you be happy and present for your other children when you're in such despair and debilitated over the loss of another?
Still unfolding, a 15-year-old shot and killed in Saginaw. Police say it happened at about 9:40 this morning at an abandoned home on South Jefferson Avenue, not far from Francis Ray Academy and Rust Avenue. Officers say they found 15-year-old Cortez Hampton in the basement of the home with at least one gunshot wound. No arrests have been made. If you have any information, call the Saginaw Police Department.
All right. And we still have one more clip that we're going to play just as well. But Amanda, do want you to go ahead and get started by telling us, what happened that day. Let's start with that day. I am going to put up, because this is still an open case, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I try to do this. I don't do it all the time with all the families because sometimes I just be so caught up. I don't pay attention with that part. So, but I'm going to definitely make sure I put it up right now. If you know something, say something. Help this family. This is going to remain up all night tonight, y'all. I need y'all to say something. That's what I need y'all to do. So let's go ahead and bring it back up. And you can go ahead. Amanda.
So that day, so I'm gonna start on July 6th because they found his body on July 7th, but I'm gonna start July 6th. Well, July 5th. I went to bed July 5th. Cortez was home all alone. I woke up July 6th getting ready for work, and Tarion was at my house. Tarion hadn't been around since Cortez had gotten out of juvenile. He had just been out for about a month. The probation officer was coming that day. And when I came downstairs and I seen Tarion there, I had seen that he had a gun on my counter. And when I had talked to the probation officer that day, I told him that Tarion had a gun on my counter and that he was at my house. I knew he had a warrant for his arrest. I tried to get him arrested. Police never showed up, man. They never came. And so the probation officer came and he seen Cortez and he left. Cortez asked me, well, let me rewind a little bit. So that morning when I seen the gun in Tarion, I told Cortez to come upstairs. And I asked him what he was doing here. And he said that Tarion didn't have nowhere to go. And so we let him come in and spend the night. And I told my son, don't ask me if you can go anywhere with them. I don't trust them. I'm going to say no. And I told my son I was proud of him. Because I had seen everything that he was changing because he hadn't been hanging out with those boys. And that I seen everything that he was doing. And I just wanted him to stay on the right track. He said, don't worry, Mom. That's what he said, don't worry, Mom. Then later on in the day, after I had gotten out of work, I had to go to work. After I got out of work, I was getting ready to go to Kroger, me and the younger kids. And Cortez asked me if he could go to a party with Tarion, and I didn't answer him right away. I just looked at him. I gave him that look like, like, come on, and then we were talking about something or whatever. And he asked me again. And I said I didn't care. And I left. And I have a Ring camera. And so after I left, I seen that Angelo and some other guy in a black car had pulled up over at my house. Cortez kind of like hesitated when he came out the house. Like, I don't know why. At that point, I didn't know why. I know why now, but he hesitated. And then they talked for a little bit, and then they left. And then Cortez went in the house, and then Lamondre pulled up in that white car to come and pick up Cortez and Tarion. And they got in the car, and that was the last time I seen my son alive.
And approximately what time was that?
It was about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening that my son left. After they left my house, they went over to Keyshawn Banks' house, which is another person who was murdered in January, and they were over there for a while. They left there, then they went over to some other friend's house, and then they were over at some girls' houses. This is about 10:30. About 10:30, there was some girls. And they're wanting to run a train on one of the girls. And the one girl had told, one of the girls, Shantice, had told Cortez she was pregnant by him. And so Cortez like, nah, y'all not going to do that to my girl. He was standing up for her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then I guess they wanted Cortez's stolen car too. And Cortez was like, man, y'all not going to get my stuff. Like, you're not going to take my stolen car. You're not going to mess with my girl. You're not going to do any of that. And then Tarion was like, you're being soft and all this other stuff, and said that he was pussy whooped, and just basically said that they were going to take Cortez home. Okay, that's what they told the girls. They were going to take Cortez home. They left. It was Cortez, Tarion, and Roy that were over at the girls' house. It was Shantice, Kiki, and two other girls. They left there, said they were taking Cortez home. When the boys come back to the girls, because they come back to the girls, they asked where Cortez was because they're still in the stolen car. And I don't care what no one says. All of them are stealing cars. That's what all those young kids are doing. And They asked where Cortez was because it was the car, Cortez's stolen car, the one that he had stolen, that he said they couldn't use. And they said that you don't have to worry about him no more. The next morning, they woke up, seen my son was dead. I was at work, though, and I didn't have Facebook at that time. I didn't know until about 2:30 in the afternoon. I was at work, and the detectives came to my job. Oh, my God. That shit changed my life forever.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope y'all been listening to the story. Yes, we are all praying for Amanda. Jalen says, so why didn't them girls go report?
They
What was
did.
being
Listen,
said?
that's it. Oh my God, listen. They put them boys told on their stuff. They put it all over Facebook. The one boy, Lamondre, said, you might as well call me Melly. I had to Melly my nigga. Had a gun pointed at the camera in front of the abandoned house. All types of stuff. Like, the girls did go tell. They recorded it. They video recorded it. They did it on one of the apps, a TikTok app or Snapchat. They recorded it and did it on an app or whatever. And a lady, I put a post on the Saginaw Neighborhood Watch, and a lady messaged me. She said, oh my God, your poor baby. And she told me about this damn video of them murdering my son. And this woman don't know me. She's all the way in Grand Rapids. She don't know me from a can of paint, okay? My son either. And she knew specific details, like how my son talked with his hands, how he kept saying, what the fuck, bro? She even knew what his shoes looks like, dude. She was with that girl, Ashley Aarons. Ashley Aarons is Angelo's, he calls her his stepmom, but she's not. She just has a baby by his dad, by Angelo's dad. And they're not together anymore or anything like that. But after they killed my son, Angelo sent her the video and asked him to come and pick her up to take him to Grand Rapids so he could hide out. The girl that was with Ashley, is the one who messaged me and told me about the video. The girl Ashley will not go and talk to the police. That girl has also told the police about the video and everything. That's how I knew what my son's last words were. I can't believe you're really going to do this to me. I thought you were my friend.
Wow. So these bastards took the time to record
Yep.
what they did to him.
Angelo and
Was the
Lamondre were already
video ever turned?
downstairs.
Was the video ever turned in to the police?
No. And then listen to this, the detective going to tell me they had the video, right? Because they arrested Angelo afterwards. He had shot at a pregnant girl. All right, he had shot at a pregnant girl, and they arrested him. And so the detective going to tell me they got the video. Girl, they don't got no damn video. They don't got no video. That detective, she don't even care. Like the medical, my son don't even have a right time of death. I would have been able to press charges on these boys because, like I said, I had the Ring camera and everything. You know what I mean? If the medical examiner would have done their job and I could have proved what time my son died at 10 o'clock or 10:30, 11 o'clock on July 6th, then I would have been able to press charges already on these boys. They would already be in prison. But because the medical examiner didn't do their job and my son's time of death is July 7th at 9:40 in the morning, nope, can't do nothing. They didn't take my son's temperature. They didn't even mark the goddamn scene off as a crime.
Wow.
And I know because I went there. Cause sometimes when you get murdered, you get confused, especially when it's by people you trust. And it's unexpected, you get confused, and I didn't want my son's soul to be stuck in that nasty-ass basement. So I went and got my baby.
And let everybody know, when did this happen?
It happened on July 6th at around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. They were back to the girls by 11:15.
And this was 2023. 2023.
Yes.
And you're still fighting for justice
Yep.
with
No one's charged. And they
cameras.
posted it all on Facebook. No one's charged. Even
And then
everybody in
you
Saginaw, there
say,
was like 300 and something comments under that one post, right? You might as well go turn yourself in, 23 to life. You're the dumbest murderers of the century. Like, everybody knew. And I give it all to them. I gave it all to the police. And not just that, there's so much more. I got a brain injury. I was in a car accident. And so I don't have everything right in front of me, but there's so much more. You know what I mean? But like, even I sent everything to the news, right? Because I just couldn't understand why nobody is charged. I sent everything that just I had, right? Not even with the FOIA or whatever, because they won't give me that. They won't give me their paperwork. But the news guy, Dave Bondi, uh, he looked at everything. He said, I don't know why no one's charged.
now didn't you say that you saw a picture of one of them holding up a gun in front of the house?
The abandoned house, yeah. Yeah, he said, and his caption was, you might as well call me Melly. I had to Melly my NIGGA. Yep. Yep, and he had the gun pointed right at the camera in front of the abandoned house.
Saginaw Pub House? What's going on? Detectives? Like, and this was the same, and just, if I'm wrong, this was the same boy that picked him up and you had it on your Ring camera that they picked him up?
Yep. I had him with Tarion and Lamondre on the Ring camera. The only one that I didn't have was Roy. The only way that I could put Roy in it was because of the witnesses. The one that seen the video and the girls. But other than that, I had clad proof. Ring camera proof. My son left with Lamondre and Tarion.
Ashley said, my son told me everything he knew. And I called Amanda immediately.
Yep, she did. She did. She knows everything I'm saying is the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Angelo is the one who shot my son. Angelo shot my son.
Ashley said they killed Roy, too.
I don't know who killed Roy. I talked to the police. I was cleared and all of that from that because that boy died the same way my son did, except for it wasn't in an abandoned house. It was either his apartment or a relative's apartment, and he was shot in that basement too, in the head. But that didn't have anything to do with me, and I was cleared of that or whatever. But I don't know who killed Roy. I don't put it past them. I heard that, yes, it was them because apparently Roy had snitched on somebody about some weed. And once I started dropping names, I didn't know Roy's name right away. I just knew, and I had Lamondre's name wrong. I was calling him Demondre. And girl, they was clowning me so bad for that D and the L. Let me just tell you. Anyways. But I knew who I was talking about, and so did they. I dropped names right away. There was no way I wasn't. I don't understand how everybody can know who killed their people and don't say nothing. I don't understand how that works. Yeah, I don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't understand.
Or when they on the news.
Exactly.
You know, I show news broadcaster clips. For those, if this your first time coming on, I have families that come on, and then I also do shows where I show news broadcasting clips. And Amanda, when I tell you, it burns me up when I see, and don't get me wrong, y'all, if you are nervous, scared, feel like your life is threatened, and you got other kids to take care of, and you just know these folks crazy because all we do is just see the news. But you just really know that these folks is crazy and they will come after you, then maybe, I don't know. But it burns me up when I see family members, especially the ones that has been in their life from the time they was born, and you won't even show your face, but you'll talk to the camera, but you don't ask the cameraman not to show your face.
Or want to be
Like,
anonymous.
yes, these people, the judicial system, the killers, the people that they done told, they need to see that.
And then
Look,
see,
I
if
ain't
there would
finna
be
get
more
nothing under the
protection,
rug.
though, for these people to come out, then more people probably would. But
Mm-hmm.
because, see, I ain't going to lie to you. I understand to a certain extent, but I don't understand to a certain extent because next time, if it's your people, you're going to expect somebody to do the same thing. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And
Yeah.
so, with that being said, if they locked up, how they going to hurt somebody else?
Amen. I agree.
And so, with that being said, I don't understand. You know what I mean? But then when it's their people, because the killings and murders didn't just stop when it was Cortez's turn.
Mm.
And so why not try? Do something. Don't just say nothing.
Exactly.
And then the one mother said, because I done rose these boys up and seen them grow and took care of them and they grew up with my son. Guess what? I did too. For almost 3 years, them boys was in my house. I took care of them. I took care of them. I fed them. I kept them safe. I did too. And they murdered my son. So now what's the excuse?
If y'all know that y'all kids ain't about nothing out there doing these horrible crime, taking folks out, and you know it, don't send them
Shame
over to
on
nobody
you.
else's house. You keep them over there with you.
Right. Let them kill you and your family.
Or get y'all killed.
Thank you. Because, see, me, I didn't live a kind of life. I was going to school to be an LPN. I didn't live the kind of life I ever thought I would be in this position. And now I see, you know, you don't have to live a certain kind of life. I guess I was one of the ones that just, you know, thought if you minded your own business, that's where you stood. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh no, baby, don't work like that.
I know it don't work like that now,
It's
but
unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but anybody, the way things is now, I hate to say it like this, Lord knows I say it like this, but the way things is now, anybody can get it.
and then they go
It's so
defending their
unfortunate.
children, right? Listen to this though. They go defending their children and want to stand up for their children, but you ain't taught them nothing. You ain't taught them nothing, because if you taught them about life and moral and human responsibility, it wouldn't be so easy for them to put somebody on their knees and shoot them in the fucking face.
We got a question out here.
All right.
And I'm gonna put it up on the screen. If you don't want to answer it, you don't have to. I don't know who this person is. But it's an interesting question. I would love to know your answer. But like I said, if you don't want to answer it, you don't have to. Even though I kind of know the answer. Here we go. Bat Gang B-Way says, thank you for watching. Says, but why you don't trust his friends that never hurt him?
Because the friends, and I do know who that is.
Mhm.
Because I never thought that the friends that hurt him would hurt him. I thought he would get hurt with them. You see what I'm saying? And so I don't know. All y'all was friends before my son. And so I don't know who know what. I'm not trying to get put in danger. These boys still threaten my life. These boys still threaten my children's lives. They mamas, threaten my life. So how do I know that you don't hang out with them no more, for sure, first of all, and that by me coming around you ain't going to get me set up to get killed? I don't want to die.
And I want to say this, Bat Gang B-Way. Your question was, but why you don't trust his friends that never hurt him? Bat Gang B-Way, did you hear the part where it was on video?
She knows
Did
it was
you
on
see the part
video.
that they left out together? Was it something, unless you know something that we don't know, you know, did he get in the car with somebody else? Did he separate from these kids? And I think that's what Back Gang Way B Way is trying to say. Like, how something else didn't happen in the car
No,
from
what
the
she's
time that he
talking about
walked
is
out.
because she's one of his friends, and after my son first died, I was allowing all of them to come around, but then crazy ass shit kept on happening, and so I ended all of that, and now I don't talk to any of them anymore like that, and she feels some type of way about it. And I understand, and I did love her, and I loved all of them, but at the end of the day, they murdered my son. My son is gone, Shari. He is never coming back. Okay, and so I'm sorry you're hurt that I don't want to be any of y'all's friends no more, but I don't trust any of y'all. I don't want to die. You were friends with those boys before you were friends with my son. How do I know where your loyalty lays and that you ain't setting me up to get murdered? Them boys have already tried it. They were going to shoot me in my head and set my fucking truck on fire. And I thought I was just going to pick somebody up.
Wow. We're going to go ahead and get into this next clip. Okay. We're going to get into this next clip. And here we go.
Killed him. They killed my baby.
A Saginaw mother pleading for help to find justice for her murdered son. 15-year-old Cortez Hampton was found shot and killed in an abandoned home back in July. His mother tells TV5's Lanita Brooks she believes she knows who pulled the trigger, but she needs the public's help.
This is where they found the body of 15-year-old Cortez Hampton. His body was found in the basement of this abandoned house. His mother is now pleading for justice.
He was working for my husband's boss, making money the right way, doing good things. Excited to be in school this year, the 11th grade. He's very smart.
Amanda Walker talking through tears as she reminisces on her son's final days. It's been 3 months since his passing, but his mother tells me every day she wakes up to this reality is a nightmare.
How do you be happy and present for your other children when you're in such despair and debilitated over the loss of another?
It happened the morning of July 7th at an abandoned house in the 2000 block of South Jefferson. Officers from the Saginaw Police Department were called to the scene just before 10 that morning when they found Cortez Hampton suffering from at least one gunshot wound that took his life. Ms. Walker believes this was premeditated and done by people he called his friends.
My son left with them thinking he was going to a party.
But she says there was no party and believes his friends were after him because he refused to help them commit crimes. She says they not only killed her son, she says they recorded his final moments.
He just wanted them to be his friend. He just wanted to be a part of something. And he said, I can't believe y'all really gonna do me like this. I thought you were my friends, and raised his hands up and they shot him.
Ms. Walker says she is working to obtain the video to give to the police.
Please do the right thing and give that video to the police.
The investigation remains ongoing. So far, nobody is in custody. Reporting in Saginaw, Lanita Brooks, WNEM TV5.
All right. I do want to say this. Regardless if it's the people that Amanda feels that did this, somebody did it. And that's what this show was about tonight. Somebody did this to Cortez. And whoever did this to Cortez, y'all should want them to have justice, for her to have justice. And Back Gang, she said that some people did something to her sister. I'm so sorry. Like this, and they're so young. That's the thing. They're so young.
Yeah, they shot at her sister. I forgot that. Yup, they did. Somebody, I can't remember who it was. It might have even been the same people. I can't remember, but her sister got shot at.
Wow. This story is so saddening. What have the police done?
Not a gosh darn thing. Nothing. that lady called them and told them about that video and everything that she had seen, and that lady, the detective, won't even tell me that she's talked to her. Nope.
Wow.
Nope. I took the one of the girls that was there right before, that they were with right before, and that they came back with too. I took her up to the police station myself. She talked to the police. Nothing. Nothing. Gave them the ring camera videos. Nothing. Showed them everything that them boys was posting on Facebook. Nothing. Nothing. Angelo even told me, he told me how did it feel? He asked me how it felt to watch my son's eyes roll in the back of his head. Yup. That's what he asked me. I sent that to the police. Nothing. Nothing. Yup.
That's so sad.
Threatening to kill my other kids getting off the school bus. Sending me videos with red dots on my house. Nothing. Not a damn thing.
And all this stuff has been turned in
Yup.
to the
Every
police.
single piece of it. I requested the FOIA. Dave Bondi is the one who told me about that. I requested that FOIA to see if they even had any other information besides what I had given them. But they won't let me get it. He requested it too, and they wouldn't let him get it either.
Hey,
The crazy thing
Kermie.
about it is that video was 3 months. We're going on 3 years. 3 fucking years. I wake up to this reality every day. That boy got a baby. He got a baby. I don't even know what my son was going to look like with hair on his face. How is that fair?
It's not. It's not.
And the reason why in that video I said that they killed him because he didn't want to do crimes, because after my son died, my husband at the time had reminded me that Cortez had logged into his Facebook on my phone. And thank God he did. Thank God he did. Because that's how I found out everything. Tarion had told Angelo and them had tried to kill Cortez on the July 4th at the 4th of July party over on 15th and Perkins. Angelo and another kid named Keith was going to kill him that night at that party. But Tarion brother and another boy that threw the party wouldn't let him do it because they said that was fucked up. That's some backdoor shit. And then Tarion brother messaged Cortez that day and told him that he was with somebody that was willing to sacrifice him, and that he was still here, and that he wasn't going to stop it next time. And they killed him that night. But Tarion told Cortez that he was tired of him because he was acting like he didn't want to go slide for Key or anything like that or whatever. And Cortez said that he was tired of getting in trouble, and that he said, man, I'm tired of getting in trouble. I'm tired of breaking my mama heart. Because when he was locked up this last time, I didn't go see him like that or whatever. I told him I was tired of being his mom in the juvenile home. I wanted to be his mom at home. And so I didn't go see him like that. Before that, I had never missed a visit, a phone call, nothing. But I was just trying to show him tough love because I didn't know what else to do. I had done everything. And you ask these people for help. Don't nobody help you. They don't give a fuck about our kids. Because believe me, I asked for help everywhere.
I've showed clips, news clips where mothers from all over, not just in Saginaw, not just here in Atlanta, but from all over, where mothers um was discussing how they lost their child in the middle of a news broadcast and said, I asked for help. I went down to the police station. I went
I
down to this.
did. I asked him if I bring him there, can I send him to a boot camp? Is there a home? Anything. Dude, to get him the fuck out of Saginaw. Because I just needed a little more time. I had just graduated 2 weeks before my son was murdered. 2. I can't even go do my profession now. I was LPN hospice nurse.
Wow.
I can't even do it now. I can't go watch people die.
Now, did you have family that you
No.
could have sent him to, as far as like to another city, another
I
state?
tried. Listen to this shit. I tried. About 2-3 weeks before my son was murdered, I asked his grandma in Iowa, I said, let him come down there. He's going to get himself fucking killed. She laughed at me and told me that I was being dramatic. That's what the fuck she told me. Oh my God.
Lori said, they really don't care about our kids. The police want these young people to kill each other. I don't care what nobody says. I agree with you, Lori. I definitely agree with you.
If
I
my
mean,
son
I
was a
don't
little
think
white girl, this shit would have been solved. I don't give a fuck what no one says. My son was
yeah,
a little
well,
white
all
girl, them
that
bastards would have
information.
been under the prison. They told on their self, dude. I just can't believe this shit. They told on their self and nothing is still done.
And still nothing is done.
Nothing. Bragged on it on all types of social media platforms. And nothing. They don't give a fuck. But let my son had been a little white girl.
I wish there was something that we can do to make a change and stuff like that. Back
That
in
one
South
guy that
still
came to
got
that thing the other day when we were at the park, where we all wore orange, the orange in the park or whatever. I can't remember the name of it. I think I told you before I got a brain injury. I was in a car accident in 22 and I hit my head and a bunch of places. I had to have a bunch of surgeries and I have a hard time remembering things. But that
Mhm.
senator guy, whoever he was, the Congress guy, senator guy, he said that they're trying to come up with different laws to protect like witnesses so they can actually be anonymous, like even in court cases and stuff like that, like if they have to testify and stuff like that, that they can be completely anonymous. I think that's a great thing because a lot of people would probably help if they weren't so scared.
Yeah,
Because don't nobody want to put their family in jeopardy and die, and I get that. But then what about when it's there, when it's them?
they gonna want to make sure that everybody stand with them.
Right.
They want to make sure everybody stand with
They
them.
want someone to be held accountable. And then you'll finally understand. And it's sad that that's how it has to be. Because I sure wish nothing like this on nobody. Shit's ruined my life. I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't leave my house. I don't go nowhere. I don't celebrate holidays. I am trapped in the murder of my son.
Did you get any counseling?
I do. I go to counseling every week.
Okay.
My
Okay.
kids are too. My
What
son
now?
Elijah won't even listen to this shit. My son Elijah, when they first killed him, he would stay up all night long because they were threatening to kill us. He stayed up all night long because he said, Mom, if they come to kill us, they're going to come at nighttime.
And how old was he then?
He was fucking 13, dude.
Oh my gosh.
12.
I hope y'all
He
see
wasn't
what
even
the
13
family.
yet. He was 12.
I hope y'all seeing what the family has to deal with. When you think that you're taking out that one person, baby, you taking out a whole community, a whole village,
And not
friends.
just that, do you know how worried I am that I got a 5-year-old son? Every day, you want to know what he went to school talking about? Let's run the murderers over.
Wow.
Yep, let's go run the murderers over. They killed my brother.
Mm.
5.
At 5 years old.
Yep, 5. My son Elijah is so scared to leave me that I won't be here when he comes back.
And how old is Elijah?
He just turned 15. He's so depressed because he said, how am I going to live longer than my older brother? He didn't even want to turn 15, dude. He didn't want a birthday party. He can't even say his brother's name.
I'm so sorry, Amanda. Y'all, we're gonna go into a quick commercial break. Give Amanda a little bit of time. This is hard, y'all. This is hard. Y'all know usually I have a whole lot I have to say, but I'm kind of speechless.
What the fuck do you
right
say
now.
to some shit like this?
This is. I know it's hard, Amanda.
I just can't believe this is my life. Like I said, I thought my son would die with them, not from them.
And that what makes it even worse.
Yep. Yep.
Kids that you helped raise for them years.
Yep.
You did for them.
Yep, sure did. Fed them my food. Made sure they were okay, that they had clean clothes.
All right, y'all. Let's get into this commercial break. When we come back, we will be doing the tribute video. All right, here we go.
Remembering a life, honoring a legacy. When words fall short, let Miss Peachy help you tell the story. Miss Peachy will create a custom heartfelt memorial tribute video that celebrate your loved one's life in a way that truly reflects their spirit and the love you shared. With thoughtful care, Miss Peachy will craft each video from the heart, preserving precious memories in a lasting tribute. Tailored packages to suit your needs. Fast 24 to 48-hour delivery. Genuine, compassionate service. Let Miss Peachy help honor your loved one legacy with a keepsake that will be cherished forever. Contact Ms. Peachy by email or by phone for a tribute video made from the heart.
All right, y'all. We are back. We are back. We are back. Baby, your support system is out here for you tonight. They is out here for you tonight. I want to make sure I make that clear. She says, Lori says, Amanda, we are really walking amongst demons out here.
Yeah, we
That's
are.
what yeah.
And it's sad. Just parents, when you get that gut feeling, I don't care what your kids say. Go with it.
Go with it.
Yeah, go with it. I blame myself so bad. I know there was nothing that I could do. And if there was anything I
Don't
could do to
blame
save him,
yourself,
I would.
Amanda.
But I do because I told him I would say no and I didn't.
You cannot blame yourself. Please don't. And I know there's a lot of families that come on and they do say that they blame themselves or they have these thoughts playing back over and over and over again on what could I have done or I could have done this, I could have did that. But at the end of the day, you did what you were supposed to do as a mother by protecting your children. And you still doing it.
I know.
You did your best. There is no guide to this. You asked for help. You asked family members for help. You did the best that you can do. So we are about to go ahead, y'all. We're finna get into the tribute video. Finna take this banner down. I'm gonna tell y'all just like I told Amanda. Gonna get y'all Kleenexes now. Y'all get y'all Kleenexes now. All right, here we go. Rest in peace to Mr. Cortez. Mr. Cortez. I love that name, by the way. And he was such a handsome young man. So handsome. When you send me them pictures, I like, okay, look at little buddy. Very, very handsome. From a child, baby, all the way till he was gone. Very handsome. And I can tell you did what you was supposed to do. Here we go.
Thank you.
We had our memories. We had our time together. It's hard that I can't see you now. See you face to face. But I know you in the sky looking down. But it's still hard to tell. But you're not here physically. Yeah, it gets emotional sometimes. Yeah, it gets hard because you're not here and you're gone away. Up in the sky somewhere. I hope we meet again. I hope I see my love again. Yeah, it gets so difficult to know you're not here. And oftentimes I cry to sleep in tears. But I hope I'll be up there one day. One day. To see your face again. I know you. No fears, there's no tears. But I can't lie, I miss you down here. I pray to God that you was in my life. I can't lie that I feel.
We are back, y'all. We are back. Amanda, I know that was hard to watch. I know it was.
I just miss him so much.
Trust and believe. Always know he is in your heart. He's not here in the flesh, but he's definitely in your heart. Your guardian angel. Your guardian baby. Protecting and looking over you. Now. And God is going to help you get through this more easier. You know, you're going to always be reminded of Cortez. Always. Always. But God going to make it more easier for you. You need to talk about it more. Continue to talk about it more. Because you talk about it. You need to continue to talk about it more. Because it's healing. It helps. Baby, I wish I could bring Cortez back to you. I wish I
I would
could.
do anything. I would do anything. Oh my God.
This is what y'all need to see. This is why I do what I do. Because this could be your family. This could be you. Trying to figure it out. When the answer is so simple. Lock these bastards up that's out here committing
Lock
these
'em
crimes.
up.
Especially when you have it on video. You're allowing them to go out and hurt other people. And
Like
I'm talking
Angelo,
about
he shot at a
everywhere.
pregnant woman right afterwards. He's in prison right now for it. Like, what about when he gets out? Who else are you gonna let him kill? Because he killed more than just my son. My son was just his first.
Khalil said, never blame yourself for something you didn't do. You did your part. Is their
I should have said
responsibility to
no,
get
though.
on the
I
right or
should have
wrong
said
path.
no. I know, but I should have said no.
Laura, you are
But
so
then they would have
welcome.
just killed him somewhere else, and I might not have found him, so it could have been worse. Isn't that crazy to have to think about some shit like that?
You're right. It could have been worse, but I'm going to tell it like this. You still going to have the same pain
Right,
because your child ain't here.
right,
Yes, I feel so sorry for them people that do not know what happened.
right,
That do know that their child or their mama, brother, sister, cousin, killer is still out here walking.
right.
So yes, I feel for all of them. Everybody. I feel for everybody. But no matter how a person, loved one, was taken, no matter what the situation is, that pain still run deep, baby.
For sure.
That pain still runs deep. Hey, Carmen. Carmen said, Amanda, if he wanted to leave that house, he would have left with or without your permission, some kind of way. So she wants you to not blame yourself, saying, I should have told him no. Would it have made a difference? Amanda, you don't know. You never know. But just from the outside looking in, from the story that you have told us, Cortez probably would have left if he wanted to leave.
I know.
But he still would have been in the back of his head, though. It still would have been in the back of his head. Dang, my mama didn't want me to go. I probably should turn around and go back, or should I keep on going? You know what I'm saying?
Right. He had been doing good up until that point. He was home every night, every day.
Wow. And how long was it before you start seeing the change? Before he was taken?
So he immediately, as soon as he had gotten out of juvenile, he wasn't around them. He didn't message them. Tarion never came over. Angelo never came over. Like, he wasn't trying to go nowhere. Like, immediately I seen his change. Like, as soon as he stepped out of that juvenile home, he started putting in applications. My husband at the time was doing lawn care business or whatever, and he started working with my husband and his boss doing lawn care. Like, immediately I seen the change in him.
So from the
And
time he got out of juvenile to the time they committed this, I mean, horrible, horrible crime. How long was that span?
not even a month.
Not even a month.
Yep.
Oh,
The probation officer had just came that day to see Cortez for the month.
okay.
So it was right around a month.
I know it hurts. And you probably wonder, where would he be at now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What would he be doing? What would he look
Exactly.
like?
Wow. Well, y'all, we have came to the end of the show. We have came to the end of the show. Um, when I tell y'all my heart goes out to Amanda and her family, but that mama's love, unmatched.
That's all grief is. Grief is love with nowhere to go. In my
I
opinion.
want you to continue to go to counseling. If you feel like that counselor ain't working, find another counselor. But whatever you do, don't give up. And don't give up on God, most importantly. Don't give up on God. I know sometimes you question a lot of things when it comes to God. And it's
Oh,
okay
I
to
was so
question
mad at him at first. I was so mad at God because I'm like, you know, we're good. You know, we're good. You know, our heart. You know it.
him.
Why would you let this happen? Why would you let it happen? But God ain't the one who let this happen. The
Nope.
devil is. God spared my son pain. My son died right away. He was gone before he even hit the ground. Didn't feel nothing. And that's where God played his part.
Amen. Because I was always taught that the devil is just as powerful as God.
Yeah.
And God ain't just he's just not gonna let, you know, anything like that just happen.
Right.
The devil steps in, baby. He steps in.
Right. He can control people too.
Yeah.
And boys are just evil.
Exactly.
They're just evil.
Well, y'all, again, we have came to the end of the show. I always let my guests in the show, the families when they come on. I always let them in the show. I'm going to either ask you a question or give you a statement for you to elaborate on. But I want to tell everybody that's out there watching, if you know something, please, please say something. She deserves justice. We don't know what's gonna happen, y'all. We don't know how this gonna turn out. But one thing I know for sure, two things for certain. God can handle the person that did this a whole lot better than the jail system or the prison system. We be wanting them off the streets bad. I get it. I get it. But Amanda, if you never, ever, ever, ever get justice, which I'm praying hard that you do, but if you never get justice, just always remember God can handle them a whole lot better than the prison system. But justice will come. Exactly, Lori. Justice will come. I tell folks,
No.
people be wondering why these folks walking around and something done happened to them. They done lost a finger. They done lost a toe. They done lost a leg. They get strung out on drugs. They become just crazy, crazy, crazy alcoholics. Or they go to prison for something else that they probably thought they could have got away with. But you done did something else that God know about. I pray for you, Amanda. I pray for you. I pray for your kids, your living kids. I pray for them.
Thank you.
But I promise you, God gonna see y'all through. He gonna see y'all through. All right.
All right. Thank you.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome, darling. Now I got a question. I got a question, girl. I'm gonna let you in the show. I'm gonna let you in the show. If Cortez was able to come back for about a good 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, what would Amanda say to her son? That's how you're gonna end the show. Okay? I'm gonna pull myself down. You're the only one that's gonna be up on that screen. You're gonna have to put that church finger up though. Just put that church finger up when you're done.
Okay.
Now, if you don't put that church finger up, you're just gonna be sitting there trying to figure out what is Miss Peachy doing. You gotta put that church finger up, girl. And what we will do, if it's
Okay.
okay with you, um, we will go into the tribute video one more time because I like to play it at the end of the show too. And I would like for you to stick around just for like a good 2 minutes, if that, after I end the broadcast so that I could talk to you for a second, okay?
Okay.
All right. And y'all, I'm going to still let y'all comments show up. So I'm going to be pulling them up just as well. All right. Love you, girl. Here we go.
So I would just basically tell him that I love him and I miss him. And I'll never forget how much he loved me and loved his family and how helpful and kind he always was and how he would always just try to make your day better if you were having a bad day. I'll always remember. I'll never forget you. And I just thank you for choosing me to be your mom. And I love you so much.
We had our memories. We had our time to